Today's Bible English, Judges chapter 3, verse 19. But when the judge died, the people returned to their corrupt way, having worse than those who had lived before them. They followed other gods, worshipping and bowing down to them, and they refused to give up their evil practice and stubborn way. So the Lord burned with anger against Israel. He said, because these people have violated the covenant I made with their ancestors and have ignored my command, I will no longer drive out the nation that Joshua left unconquered. When he died, I did this to test Israel to see whether or not they would obey the Lord as their ancestors did. That is why the Lord did not quickly drive the nations out or allowed Joshua to conquer them all. The nations left in Canaan. The Lord left a certain nation in the land to test those Israelites who had not participated in the wars of the Canaan. He did, he did this to teach warfare to generation of Israel who had no experience in battle. These were the nations, the Palestine, those living under the five Palestine rulers of the Canaanite, the Sidonians, and the Hivites living in the hill country of Lebanon from the Mount Beer Hermon to Lebo Hamath. These people were left to test the Israelites to see whether they would obey the commands the Lord has given to their ancestors through Moses. So Israel lived among the Canaanite, Hittite, Amorite, Perizzite, Hivite, and Jebusite, and they intermarried with them. Israelite sons married their daughters, and Israelite daughters were given in marriage to their son, and the Israelites worshipped their God. Othniel becomes Israel's judge. The Israelites did what the evil in the Lord's sight. They fought against the Lord their God, and they worshipped the image of Baal, the Asherah pole. Then Lord burned with anger against Israel, and he handed them over to King Kutan, Lihamian, Elam, Nahalim, and the Israelites were subject to Kusan Lihaniam for the 8 years. When Israel cried out to the Lord for help, the Lord raised up a man to rescue them. His name was Edeniel, the son of the Caleb's younger brother, Kenaz. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he became Israel's judge. He went to war against the king Kusan, Nahaliam of Aram, and the Lord gave Othniel victory over him. So there was peace in the land for 40 years. Then Othniel, son of the Kenaz, died.